Hi guys, it's your Anna Girl and I'm back with another one for you today. And today I'm checking out top 10 British film that changed cinema forever. Alright? So we're going to get right into this one. I'm getting this one from Watch Mojo UK. So the link for this one will be in the description below. If you want to go and watch it over, go over and watch it undisturbed, it will be there. Show them some love as well. Alright. Come on in, right back, put a smile on your face and enjoy. To all my regular schmegulars, day one, sweetie pies, sweetie poos, come on in, right back, put a smile on your face and enjoy this one. So I want to see all these films because maybe I didn't even know that it was a British film. So let's get into this video. Here we go, right about now.
For this list, we take a look at some of the British masterpieces that have influenced cinema worldwide and forever changed the way we experience movies.
Okay.
It's all right, Mrs. Wilberforce. Everything's under control. Goodbye.
Number 10, Dr. No.
Doctor No.
There had been attempts to bring Ian Fleming's 007 to the big screen before this, but Dr. No is the first Eon Productions effort and widely regarded as the first true Bond movie.
Oh,
Bond.
James Bond.
James Bond.
Introducing Sean Connery as the iconic super spy, Bond has become one of the world's most recognizable and influential film characters.
True.
What are you doing here? Looking for shells?
No, I'm just looking.
And ever since this historic introduction, the secret agent has battled larger-than-life villains with guns, gadgets, cars, and catchphrases to shape the series and define the spy thriller genre in general.
Ahoy, Mr. Bond. Ahoy, Mr. Bond. Well, what's the matter? Do you need help?
Hamlet. Laurence Olivier's Hamlet still sets the benchmark for any cinematic Shakespeare adaptation.
I shall in all my best obey you, madam.
Why, it is a loving and a fair reply.
This version of the famous play is one of the most firmly planted in popular consciousness, particularly noted for Olivier's tense rendition of the to be or not to be monologue, as well as some lavish settings and standout performances from the entire cast.
Them types.
The Bard still stands as inspiration for storytellers everywhere, and Olivier was a master at translating the playwright for film.
A villain kills my father, and for that I, his sole son, do this same villain send to heaven.
Number 8,
So Bond. Honestly, guys, I thought the James Bond movies were US movies. I'm not gonna sit here and pretend. Even though he has that beautiful accent, I honestly think to be omelet. Yes, I hope I said that. Hamlet, not omelet. That I know is British. But why did I thought that James Bond movies were the Americans did that? I don't know why. Interesting. There we go. So, let's move on to number 8.
A Hard Day's Night. The Beatles certainly changed pop music forever, and they impacted film too.
Hey, mister, can we have our ball back?
A Hard Day's Night rewrote the boundaries between music and the movies.
Put your tongue away. It looks disgusting hanging there all pink and naked. And one slip of the razor and...
Capturing the Beatles at the height of their fame in a whirlwind of cinematic inventiveness, Richard Lester directs an all-encompassing extravaganza, giving fresh insight on the Fab Four as they travel from Liverpool to a televised gig in London.
I now declare this bridge open.
Hilarious shenanigans ensue, and the soundtrack second to none.
Stand by me,
Number 7, the
I did not know that the Beatles were in a movie. A film. I had no clue. That's new information to me. Had no clue. I haven't even really dived into the Beatles at music, so that will be coming up.
39 Steps. Alfred Hitchcock reached the peak of his fame while working in the US, thanks to classics including Rear Window and Psycho. But Hitchcock's work began in Britain, and the 39 Steps could be considered as the apex of the first half of the director's career.
They're spies, foreigners. They've murdered a woman in my flat and
Now they're waiting for me.
Regarded as a masterpiece by the likes of Orson Welles, the edge-of-the-seat story of espionage and murder proved one of the most important and influential thrillers of the century, becoming Hitchcock's first great spy movie.
The 39 Steps is an organization of spies, collecting information on behalf of the Foreign Office of...
Number 6.
I need to watch old movies because I don't know this one. That's just me. And I like old movies. So Hitchcock, don't know who it is, but I need to check that one out.
The Lady Killers. From famed Ealing Studios, the home of classic British comedy, comes one of the wittiest, most brilliant, and best-known productions in the genre, often described as one of the greatest British films ever made.
Mrs. Wilberforce,
Yes.
I understand you have rooms to let.
Sporting an exceptional cast, including fan favourite Alec Guinness and the legendary Peter Sellers, The Lady Killers follows the misadventures of 5 oddball criminals and the old lady from whom they're renting rooms by pretending to be musicians. A laugh-out-loud black comedy, it has inspired countless films ever since. Number 5,
I know that one. The Lady Killers. It's a funny movie. I told you, Mama, I like old movies, but I love it. That was a good one. I love it. I need to watch it again. The Lady Killers. It's a funny one. Jesus. That's a good one. That's really a good one. Didn't know it was British. Thought it was an American film. I'm not gonna lie here, but and then it didn't click because the accent has a lot to do with it as well. I love this to hear your guys' accent. I can't get, but it just tickled my fancy. I don't know why. I just love the sound of it. But let's move on.
Lawrence of Arabia.
What is it, Major Lawrence, that attracts you personally to the desert? It's clean.
This essential historical drama, based on the life and writings of T.E. Lawrence, an esteemed British officer in World War I, is a first port of call for fans of British film.
Good army compass. How if I take it?
Then you would be a thief.
David Lean, who at the time of shooting had already directed another great British war epic, The Bridge on the River Kwai, builds upon the complex man at the centre of the story with grand visuals and masterful performances from a star-studded cast. It's an epic and then some. Number 4, Blow Up.
I'm not familiar with that one. I have to check that one out. I'm really not familiar with that one. Let's go on to number 4. Interesting.
Michelangelo Antonioni's finest foray into British cinema makes for one of the most beautiful and unnerving films ever set in London.
It's not my fault if there's no peace. You know, most girls would pay me to photograph them.
A complex and challenging piece of art, with its explicit depictions of sex and drug use, this film directly contributed to the abolition of the production code in America, a set of moral guidelines for US movies which stood until 1968.
Yes! Yes! Yes!
Charting a day in the life of a fashion photographer who believes he may have captured a murder on film, Blow Up proved counterculture perfection and remains a favorite for cinephiles worldwide.
What did you see in that pole? Nothing.
The life and death.
That's a good one. I've never seen that film before. Blow Up. I need to check it out. Sounds interesting. Let's put it that way. So I'm not gonna sit here and tell you that, oh, that's an American. I don't know it. So that's one from 19, I think he said 55 or 65. That's way back. I need to check these films out because I'm not familiar with most of them.
Death of Colonel Blimp. Of all the masterclasses the Powell and Pressburger duo has given us, this was probably the most controversial, at least at the time of release.
But in 1983, at least I shall be able to say that 40 years ago, I was a Fellow of Enterprise.
Earning heavy disapproval from the 1940s UK government, which didn't understand its particular shade of patriotism, The life and death of Colonel Blimp remains an unparalleled parable on love, friendship, war, and what it means to be English. It's probably not as well known as The Red Shoes or Black Narcissus, but Powell and Pressburger ranked it as one of their best. And we wholeheartedly agree.
Money lost its value. The price of everything rose, except of human beings.
Number 2,
Now I know that's right. That statement that he just said is true till today. Except the human life is not every price, everything. Interesting. This one is from 1943. I've never heard of this film before. The Life and Death of Colonel Blimp. I need to watch that one. I want to watch it. It seems very interesting. So I'm going to check that one out as well.
Clockwork Orange. A watershed moment for mainstream cinema, A Clockwork Orange is at its core. Stanley Kubrick was American, but by 1971 he was working exclusively in Britain, also going on to make one of the UK's finest period dramas in Barry Lyndon. But Clockwork Orange gives a grotesque and unique focus to violence, freedom, and control, which, though it was banned for decades, brought a brand new emphasis and direction to film. Number 1, The Third Man.
Interesting. Never seen that film before, but I'm intrigued to look at it. But can you imagine it like he said, it brought forth, people looking into certain things when people commit crime.
Man.
What's the purpose of your visit here? A friend of mine offered me a job here.
Universally recognized as a definitive film in its genre, The Third Man is the epitome of film noir.
Honest, sensible, sober, harmless Holly Martins. Holly. What a silly name.
Written by Graham Greene, one of the most English authors of the 20th century, and directed by Carol Reed, it stars Orson Welles in one of his most memorable and menacing performances.
In Switzerland, they had brotherly love. They had 500 years of democracy and peace, and what did that produce? The cuckoo clock.
Set in post-World War II Vienna, The Third Man sports an expressionist black and white look, which would go on to inspire generations of film noir cinematographers, as well as countless contemporary classics.
He's the man I told you was missing. Next time we'll have a foolproof coffin.
Do you agree with our picks? Check out these.
Not familiar with The Third Man as well. It says 1947. That's a long time ago. Not familiar with it at all. Looks interesting. I think it's a film that I will definitely check out. Guys, I'm not familiar with a lot of films. I'm not going to sit here and pretend like I know. But like I said, the other two, the James Bond movies, I really thought they were American. Even though he had that accent. I don't know why I thought that. And the Lady Killer, I'm not gonna lie. I thought that was an American film. I'm not gonna sit here and predict that one. It's hilarious, but the rest of them I'm not familiar with. So it's your Island Girl, and I'm running out of here. Don't forget to go in the comment section. Tell me what you'd like me to check out next, because it will be done. Not only that, wrap back, relax, put a smile on your face, and continue to enjoy life. All right, guys. Don't forget to slap the like button. Don't forget to do what? Share. All right. Love you guys, and I'll see you guys in another one.